Yeah, you're gonna need.
That I have on my desk.
But it doesn't work, so I pulled it down, so they could use it in the room.
I just took it up and then
And I just found that out like 2 weeks ago. Because she was saying, we don't have internet in here, and I'm like, what?
So we have,
Can she see you?
yeah,
Oh.
she can see me from that
This
camera
mic's
right
on
there.
Yep, I'm getting this on right now.
Yeah.
Check, 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 check one, check two, check, 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 check one, check two, check, check. There we go. Having fun yet? Ooh, left side turned off. Front left. I'm gonna go turn it on. It's all good. Check, check. Okay, so this will be able to be heard. We'll just come back over here, make sure our visual feed, and then is she on the? Yeah, she'll see it from there. Let me check the feed back here. Yep. Check, check. Okay, let me show you. Okay, so we had to balance this microphone, check, check, so that people in the room could be heard, but then they can hear it in there. I've got the screen. I'll show you what's going on. I'm actually having an issue with picture-in-picture, which is perfect because I can show you how to troubleshoot that really quick.
Okay.
It's pretty chill. I'm using, so literally once I get it synced on the live stream, they'll be able to hear it. And I use my cell phone to kind of balance it out. So I can hear it and be like, yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Okay. So, what right here, we've got our sections microphone, mic 1, mic 2. Right now I have mic 1 on. We're not using mic 2 source. Computer, main. As long as those say on, we'll get to see the image that comes out. So, if they're like, oh, I can't see that. Okay, is it on? Nope. Okay, on.
Getting it. So this is audio up here.
That's audio and that's video. So if the video is off, of course you're not going to see it. Even if you're capturing the stream in here, because this is a way of controlling both.
Mic one is this, and there is no other mic inputting into here.
Correct.
Okay.
And mic 1 is also the audio from the HDMIs are also going into here already as well. So mic 1 and the computer audio is already going in.
And computer audio is going into
Yes.
main.
So the HDMI cable itself has the audio, and it's going into the software. So remember the fader board I showed you?
So we can't fade in, fade out that
We technically,
HDMI,
no, we 100%.
but we can only, I mean, physically on here.
No.
that can
This
only be done.
controls what's going through the mains. Check, check, check.
Okay.
Right? Because I had to separate for redundancy loop, because as soon as it all becomes the same source,
Yeah.
we instantly start running into that, oh, we're going to break our ears and then destroy whatever equipment we're using. So, video, audio. Now, over here, it says cut duration. If you want to cut between 1 and 3, you can select how long you want the cut to be, 0.5 seconds, 1 second, 1.5, 2 seconds, not necessary. So picture in picture, right now it says off. I'm not going to select those corners, I'm just going to go on. So, you're not going to see it on there.
Yeah, because we're not sharing.
We're not sharing it to that.
Yep.
But we will see it on the YouTube. Guess what? I'm the only subscriber to the channel. So when it goes live,
Gotta tell
CFM
our marketing
equipment.
guy there's a problem.
right?
It's only one subscriber.
There's only two subscribers and 12 videos, and the videos are literally me walking around testing everything. It's like, what did you do? Live? Live right now. Boom. Subscribers and 12 videos, and the videos are literally me walking around testing everything. So, now let me turn my
So we
back.
have
So picture in picture's on.
this going here. So whoever the speaker is. So I'm just going to travel. this
Check,
way.
check. What you were hearing, reason we were loud is we were right next to that camera. That camera's got a microphone that's picking it up. But as soon as I put this on, check, check, check 1, check 2. I'm wearing it wrong. Check, check. So I'm probably really loud in there. Check, check. You'll probably hear me distorting. So let me show you how to. So with that on there, you can see. You're standing there. You can see the whole whiteboard. You can see the picture-in-picture, what's going on the screens. So I left it here because if they're writing here, if we want to adjust that, can literally show you while we're looking at the phone, we can adjust it in real time right back there.
Swap these images.
Oh yeah, 100%. So as soon as we come over here, I'll show you. Because I've got picture-in-picture set, it's going to take 2 buttons. So as soon as I hit computer main, there's a delay. So now that's full on the screen. And then I would have to manually go in there for picture-in-picture to adjust the other one. Now, I could technically go picture-in-picture on, again, picture-in-picture on. Let's see if that's, I don't think it'll switch it. It'll just give me that same image, smaller, because my source is controlled in there.
Yep. Yes.
See? But if you notice, as soon as I switch this, though, so let's go take a look at the volume, because I can hear myself distorted on here, right? I'm going to show you how to sort that really quick, because it can still be heard check, check in the room. So if you wanted that, you would come over here and click camera 3, because this is our fill source. That's it. That changes that. I have it set for this way specifically. And then audio, see how I'm distorting really bad right there? Check, 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 check. Check, check.
We're aiming to peak at -12, right?
Yeah, I like it right here between -10 and -5. I like it to kiss the red. I don't like it getting close to the 0, but that's the sound guy in me. The sound guy in me wants it.
I never wanted on red.
You never want it on red?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Here we go. How's that? Is that better?
That's better. Yeah, we can leave it at 10. That's fine. That's fine.
And if you want to refine it more, you can come in here and see how it's being sent out, and we can adjust. I want to say we set it to playback 1 and 2. Check, 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 check.
We're not adjusting the output of the stream.
Nope.
Unless you're touching that master button.
Exactly. And that would just boom. Now so you can hear my voice just gotten softer, but I'm still being heard. Let's bring that down to right here. No red. Check, check, check. Camera 3, because camera 3 is right there. And then we can adjust that. And then camera 1, if you were to play any audio from the computer, it would be coming straight through here. Is it making sense?
Yep. I'm trying to decide if. Can you click in there for me?
Sure, this is the live stream.
Because we'll have him speaking.
Sure.
And then you'll have a PowerPoint, but the PowerPoint is what's most important.
So-
So I'm thinking big PowerPoint, little speaker, much like how
Yeah.
this picture-in-picture is set up.
Sure. So you want me to flip it?
Yes.
Yeah, done. So watch, we'll do it right now. I'll do it right here in the software in front of your very eyes. Camera 3, camera 1. Just did it. I just took, yeah, boom, 3. Sure. So if we actually wanted to do that one, we can come in here and we can adjust this here, or I'll just tap this little button over here, and it's going to reset all of my settings, and it's going to bypass it. I love hearing myself. Boom. So we have it over there. We can adjust it onto this corner if you'd like. Now we're just doing.
Oh, okay. I was like, where'd it go?
Yeah,
It's just fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's good right there. Because now we are covering up whatever.
100%. So since it's there, if you know, it reset this.
And then, am I able to switch? Hear me out.
Yeah.
Am I able to switch it from him? Sorry, camera. This is camera 3.
Mm-hmm.
So how would I switch to the webcam from here?
You can't.
I can't because that's not an input.
That's not an input. That's into that computer. That's why you can see what, as soon as you start getting into that, you need to now get broadcast, because now I need multiple source in, multiple source out, and multiple audio in, multiple audio out, which means you need a whole broadcast bar, and it just becomes complicated.
Out of my PowerPoint and then go
Yes. Yes. And again, if you're here and they're like, oh, we want to switch that, it's literally, okay, cool. 3, 1, boom.
and then we click pip off.
Yep. If you want to do pip off right here, yep. And I do it out here just because the buttons are right there.
Now we transition to the question and answer period.
100%.
Okay.
So it's literally just if you want it big, it's switching right there. I use the software right here. It's way chill.
Actually, throw.
I'm gonna put that on the monitor.
Because we do want.
The right, yeah, the other one. Perfect. Because as soon as you see that, what you'll be seeing in multi-view is exactly what your pip and pip is. Here, your sources, your audio peaks, so you can see if it gets to red.
I have one extra over there. It's set to put that.
So,
Because so in the instructor.
and you'd be
part-
plugging it, you wouldn't be plugging it into here. HDMI out, directly into there. Because this is going to be powering its own separate monitor. Yep, HDMI right there.
We can set up multiple presets for pip.
Yes.
Right? So can we have one called instructor and one called Q&A?
You should be able to. So we're also looking at, does it have super source? Yeah, it doesn't have super source. So what we normally do is what's called super source. So I'm done hearing myself. I'm trying to give myself a headache. So this thing called super source. Super source gives you the ability, which we don't have on this model. There is, again, we're on the ATEM Mini Pro.
Mhm.
There's the ATEM Mini Pro ISO.
Yeah.
That gives you the ability, again, record separately. It also gives you something called super source, where I can literally take the images in 50-50 on the screen. Or I can put it to where this is, as that camera goes, I literally have that set here, and then I can have whatever, and I can just switch between how big they are. And it gives me that customization. I don't, on this version, specifically have that customization.
So we cannot make presets.
No, you can. So you can see how in here you can do transitions and stuff. It is just a nightmare to do.
Because this is my perfect world, and you tell me if this is even possible.
We're looking at transitions, dip.
That we can have 2 different presets for pip and pip. What for
Mhm.
pip? One
Yeah.
is for instructor, and
Yep.
it's got tiny him up here,
Mhm.
big presentation here,
And
and
then
then
you're
one
swapping.
is for Q&A with tiny instructor or even.
So we've got upstream key 1, downstream key. So that gives us the ability to kind of create. So like, let's take downstream key. So let's take key 1. Let's fill in. Yeah. So with this one specifically, it's not allowing me to do that. What we want pattern. So that's fill source.
You don't let me do that?
Okay, let's actually have that. Let's see. We can actually let's do that. Okay. Let's come here. Let's just look at our lecture here. We're going to do pattern, full source. We're going to turn pip on. We may be able to do exactly what you're asking.
You know what I mean.
I know
So we
exactly-
just,
I know
so I
exactly
can come
what
in
you
here and
mean.
I go, oh, he's doing instruction. I click that
And
button.
then just tap the
oh,
button.
he's
You're done.
going to Q&A,
Okay, so
and I click
pip's
that
on.
button.
Let's come down here into pattern.
I want a stupid proof. Stupid.
All right, and then let's see if I invert pattern. Oh. Okay, we're actually almost there on that.
Mm-hmm.
You see how I just inverted it between those? So let me mask.
Getting that
Softness, mask.
installed here is going to be huge. Being able to see the previews instead of
Well,
waiting on the delay.
Yeah, don't you love that?
It's rough.
So we turn mask off. Let's see how that. Give it that.
I just have to get this thing now. What size? Where would you want it?
I think he was saying here.
If you
Yeah.
put it here, if you literally mount it right here, bro, you're rocking.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
HDMI is located.
Just cable, okay.
You can even run it up over the top if you want to look a little more clean and be out of the way.
Okay.
It's not long, 6 foot,
Yeah.
6 foot maybe a 9 foot should get you there.
Gotcha.
All right, let's just come over here and let's just see. My invert. There's an invert button over there. Yeah, I normally don't mess with this. That's why I'm like, okay. But I do know the software enough to be like, okay, we're looking at what you'd be able to do. All right, mix style, bridged key, cam 3, mix, dip, right. Oh, okay. Stop it. Stop that. I want you to go full because I need to see the screen. That's what we're gonna do. That is exactly what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna click over here, DVE. Okay. All right. I'm curious if that does what I want to do. All right. Because if I hit cut here, it's giving me key 1. I'm able to switch right here. Literally what you're talking about right here, cut and auto. So this is what we would be looking at. So MP1 DVD pattern full source. Let's just keep doing camera 1 and we're gonna see about border off. Border. Oops. Oh, that did it. Okay, let's see if this allows me from here to just do. Where'd you take it from?
Do you know if there's a way to make the teams picture in picture, like half and half, anything like that? As opposed to tiny box in the corner.
The team size. That's something I would want to do.
We could actually, I'm looking here at keyframe set A, and then keyframe set B. So let's take A. You may be able to take this, just adjust the size. See if that gives me what I want. There's a little delay. There we go. All right. Do you want it that small? You want it a little bigger?
Are we looking at the full screen right now?
Yeah, right now.
That's okay.
Do you want it that small? Do you want it a little bigger? Or do you want it?
And this is for the
This is.
instructor view?
Yep.
Right, so
Yep.
we're gonna imagine that this
Yeah.
image is here.
Yes.
And he is here.
100%.
Yeah, that
You
works.
want that size?
That's
Okay.
fine.
So just regular pip. So I want to. Not mistaken. Again, so I'm learning on the fly on this one. Some of this I'm like, oh, that totally makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Downstream key. Okay, let's go camera 1. Okay. Because I should be able to set 2 separate keys, and I should just be able to turn them on, and then invert between them. Does that make sense? That's what I'm looking at right now, is inverting between them.
Mm-hmm.
So then the button would be a little different. I'm kind of reverse engineering it. I'm looking at it backwards. Instead of going, how can I fix this? I'm literally looking at how can I set it up to invert it. See right here? Invert key.
so great out.
Yeah.
Time is like so morning snack. He loves those little pouches. So I handed him one, and then I went to cook, stir the chicken or whatever, and then I turn around, it's been 15 seconds, and he's like, all done. What? And then he was all done. I'm like, you slurp this in 2 gulps. Wow.
Let's see. Let's try. I know, I'm having too much fun. Let's try. See what this does. He was gonna use the effects. I've technically programmed it to do the effects. But maybe that's just matches. These people are so fun.
I still get invitations to the college television meetings. So I interned with the TV academy 1,000 years ago. And they're like, yeah, the meeting totally come up. It's $50. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm not going.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Sure, you can go. Just go
I don't
to
really.
Does that cost for the Uber, I guess?
No, the Uber's like triple that. I've never been, never will go. I don't care about the college anymore. I'll go to the Oscars again.
There you go.
Or no, it wasn't the Oscars, it was the Emmys. That was fun.
There you go. You went to Emmys, I'm trying to get the Grammys again. So.
Anthony Bourdain pushed me on his way to the bathroom.
Did he?
He died a month later.
Oh.
Unrelated. Gordon Ramsay was like 15 feet away from me. That was a dream.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I should have said hi and then ran away.
Yeah. Well,
He was kind of a loner. He was on the outside.
he
He
always
probably
is.
does that to keep
Yeah,
saying.
he was only talking to one
Yeah.
other gentleman.
No, he's always like that. When we was in his restaurant, he would come visit, and he would be always by himself sitting in the corner at the
Yeah.
table.
He just had a baby, like 2-3 months ago. It's crazy. He's like in his 50s.
How many kids does he have now? I want to say he's got like 5.
He's got a full freaking life. It
Oh,
looks like.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He's my hero. Kids. He's got 6 kids. Megan, 2 twins.
Yeah.
And then another, one who's 4, and then a newborn. Damn. Yeah, okay. I'll stick with 1.5. For now. I do have a hard out in 10 minutes.
You're good.
Yeah.
When it comes to this, at this point, it's gonna be like I showed you. Until I'll look to see, because every time they do software updates, they try to make sure you have to buy the newest hardware for it. So like even a lot of what I've got is,
That's good, yeah.
we've literally been,
Yeah.
cut this corner, cut this corner, cut this corner, Frankenstein this baby.
Yeah.
We've got a Franken baby.
Diaper.
From what we had, yeah.
Compared, because if we were to go all out on it, you are gonna drop at least 10K to get the foundation set with the
Yeah.
software, with everything being set.
So even if we're unable
So even if you're unable,
to,
it's
to make those presets, having that preview window for me to
100%,
cut
yeah.
and then cut to.
because you literally it would end up being you coming here going click camera free.
and we would. Do you want to go to YouTube? Or just, no, yeah.
You
we'd
can do
probably
it
just
however
go
you
to
want.
YouTube.
Boom, we're there.
Yeah, I would just use the iPhone watch ahead.
So yeah, I mean, that's just gonna have to select it as soon as you do it, just hit, and then you can select over here your fill source. So, fill source, boom, one. Come over here, just do cut.
It's amazing that they don't have a output.
They do, so
for
here's
us
the
to
thing,
view the,
they do have output. Okay,
like
so
an
that
output
it's
window.
it does, so it
Okay.
has its own output here. Multi-view, program, preview,
But you can only
cameras.
view one at a time.
You can, no, multi-view lets you see everything. The only reason we're seeing it through YouTube. The software itself, we're not even using it to its full capability because we can't see out to
You
it.
can't see that.
So
Yeah.
even when I come into here and I go, okay, I want to create a macro, I can't see what macro I'm creating.
Mm-hmm.
You should be able to take your macro and create right in here. Let me show you macros. You should be able to do boom, create, right, put transition one. You should be able to come in here and hit create and then edit, and you should be able to create what transition it is. Does that make sense? And in that transition, you literally go, okay, transition one. So instead of you hitting here, you would actually just hit macro transition. But I don't know if that's accessible on the smaller model. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because we got it 2 years ago, and then they were like, update, 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 and I'm like,
Yeah.
all the ones that I know that I program macros on are at least an 8-camera transition. Because
Yeah.
they're like, well, if you're shooting with 4, you really don't need macros. But you can do PIP. So in their brain, they go, picture in pictures about what you're going to use.
Yeah.
Macros isn't.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that to sell you on, you need to buy the newest one. I'm just saying we're hitting the wall of our
Yeah.
capabilities
Mhm.
with what we've got.
So, Joe, real quick,
So,
what would be the next model up from that would do what she needed to do?
macro, let me find it right now.
There you.
I'll find it right now. I'm all about that.
That's because that's what I want to have, would like to have.
So
If
yeah.
it's not too much.
No, it shouldn't be. So here's the A10 Mini Pro ISO, which what we've got, which is 500, and that gives us the ISO being able to control the individual channels. It's the exact same thing. Let's see.
You just tell them what you want.
Tell me
Yeah,
what you
yeah,
want.
like being able
We're
to
gonna get it.
hit a button
Yep.
on there
That
that is
transitions it
preset
over.
to instructor mode,
100%.
which is a certain pip and pip,
Oh, yeah.
or a Q&A mode, which is a certain pip and pip, and then just I think those two, plus my
Sure.
ability to just hit camera 1, camera 3.
Yep. Well, you've got that, so the
Yeah,
nice
and
thing is
I've got that part already.
got that,
but
you've got
having
your
those
pip.
2 presets ready to go, so that I don't have to build them
100%.
every time I switch back and
Well,
forth.
let's see.
And
Yeah.
so I can hit a switch from out there instead of
100%.
having to sit in here for the
Yeah.
whole class.
Problem with the presets, and even looking at it on there. Let me just mess with something up because my brain's looking at it. So let me mess with it. I'm gonna see what I can do.
Okay.
Hopefully at this point, that's where it lies.
Your shoes untied.
I know. I just stepped on. I was like, I'll get into it in a minute.
Yeah, because I need to know what you need.
No, and we want to make sure you're set.
I told you what I would like.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which panel will
Yeah.
present that
Roll it out, yeah.
functionality, but
Right, right.
I'll use the research.
Right.
All right, let me just see. I think I may have just figured out the button.
Already done with it.
Okay. Do you want us to X out of the computer, or are you still?
No, you're good. I mean, ultimately, you're seeing exactly what it is. We're getting that sent over here.
All good, all good.
Okay. Video out MV, PGM, folder. Oh, I was wondering, I'm like, why isn't it moving? Okay, click in. All right.
Alright, I'm gonna head out.
You're awesome.
Thank you.
You got it. I'm gonna see what I can get on that and mess with that transition.
But you understand what
I know,
I'm
I know exactly what you're 100%.
Okay.
No, it's very simple. I like stupid proof. I like simple. You can tell we was trying to make it as stupid proof as possible
Yeah.
on every other
It's
element.
pretty damn close.
Yeah.
Having that preview window, Apple thing set up, plus my stupid proof presets. That'd be awesome.
Okay.
Alright?
All right.
Take care. Thank you.
Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen. Goodbye. Have a wonderful time.
Nancy, what are you doing?
Someone hit your car?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
And didn't write a note, didn't say nothing. Just rolled out. And I just noticed it this morning as my wife drove it to pick up the son from swimming last night. Because I left it out front. If I would have parked my car in the garage, she wouldn't have took my car.
Totally get that.
And she said, "Can I take your car since it's out front?"
You're like, yeah, why not?
Yeah, sure. And I'm thinking to myself, "Y'all really want her to drive my car?"
The real question is
And-
this something
and
that I
what
want?
did I do? I let her drive it, and I saw it this morning, right before I got here. That was my wake-up call.
Oh, well, let me cue. I've got PIP going on.
Ah,
Because I'm looking at how can I structure this backwards.
yeah.
Because I'm even looking at the video out. Multi-view. Oh, that's video. Oh. Okay, that makes sense.
Now that you figure
Program.
it out.
All right, let me see in here if I can make. This is going to involve a little
Sure.
watching a little bit. It'll take me honestly
I
next
got all the time in the world today.
You know what? Check you out.
Yeah, man. Let's see.
Finally got to the insanity. Not little.
Excuse me. Last week I worked 65 hours in here. Just 1 week. The week before that was 52. So in 2 weeks I worked over 120 hours.
I'm gonna watch this. How to edit macros on A10? Because that's exactly what I'm looking for.
Changing your upstream key settings, media pool, running a transition to a new camera angle, but now you want to make one tiny modification to some part of that macro. But there's no edit button, and there's no way to see what your macro actually does. In this video, I will show you how to edit specific parts of your macros so you can save time when creating automations for your HMD.
Thanks. Eric Parecki.
Hi, I'm Eric Gregg. This tutorial will have some version of the macro.
Sorry. I have no way to. Let me check. I don't care.
Will be recorded into this macro. For example, let's say we're creating a macro to create
That's
a
multiple
super source
views.
layout in the ATMD constraint. Super source is a feature in the ATMD that lets you create these kinds of side-by-side layouts
I know
over
about
multiple
super source.
small boxes. The ATMD constraint has one super source generator, so if you want to have a few different layouts, the macro is a great way to create what are effectively presets for different layouts. So let's create a macro right now with a brief.
That sparks something in my brain.
Uh-huh.
Tie my shoe first.
Oh, yeah. Also, I need a mount. A mount bracket, and then I already have a screen.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, should I put a
It doesn't need to be big, man.
24-inch screen up there? Should be fine.
It's totally. I mean, you can. The thing is, she understands that it's right next to her, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah, yeah. About the same size.
I mean,
but-
and here's the thing, man. So you see this button right here?
Mhm.
Video out.
Excuse me, yeah.
Right now I'm in multi-view. This is
Mhm.
program, camera 1, 2, 3, 4. She right here can adjust it literally from here
Mm-hmm.
and see what she's got going on. I'm just trying to calibrate that preset. And there's no, in looking at this, I mean,
What-
unless it's super source, there's no way I'm able to.
Yeah. What would be the next one? Up
Yeah,
on this?
so
That
there's
way
two
we know.
different ones. So there's the ISO mini. The ISO mini doesn't give you that capability. The ISO mini is the same thing, it's just a preset. A10.
Because I'm like, when that was thought out, like, those questions should have been asked at that time.
100%. Well, when I mean, she wasn't here when they asked. You're looking at like almost 2 years ago. I got everything in here. Or I got everything in here and I got it set up, and then they reinstalled everything. And I was like,
Oh, I see.
so we still had it for some basics.
Yeah.
up, Dwayne?
What up, man? It's got a shuttle wheel in there.
Oh, bro, all about it. So much of this is.
That's what I was looking
But
at.
I have-
saw that.
The thing is, though, looking at that model, it gives you the ability, you can do so much more, but it's like buying a Mona Lisa so you can like compare colors to the paintbrush. It's
But
like,
you know,
you're not even,
You're gonna be doing it.
everything that you can do, it's like, what can you do on it? Everything, what are you using it for? Yeah. It's like, okay, I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that. Let's just go to the black and white side.
There, we should look at the pictures.
Let's do it, man. Yeah, let's do it. I'm all about laser screens. So my computer, okay, bro, so you'll appreciate this. So my computer fried, and I had to do a full reboot reset on it, and it fried because when I got my computer, the M1 chips were brand new, and then I did migration off my laptop, which was
Yeah.
i9 chips. So then, when the last update hit, I was like, I'm not gonna update it yet, I got projects to finish, and then I decided I'll just update it. When I updated it, it created incompatibilities, because it was using i9 codes
Yeah.
instead of M1 codes.
Are you using, you said a M1?
I have an M1, yeah, but my laptop's an i9.
Oh,
And so as soon as I swapped over, as soon as I when I did the migration, everything was fine.
Yeah.
Because they still hadn't dialed in the M1 chips yet on the software.
yeah, so you,
So when I did
it's
the,
universal?
when I did the update, it's like, no, M1 everything. My software though was set off the i9 that got migrated over,
Yeah.
and it created a.
Oh,
So
yeah.
every time I try to use an audio preset, it's like, can't find it. And I would go to plug in, and I would resync it, and it
Yeah.
still wouldn't find it.
Wow.
And so I literally looked at the guy, was like, well, you can go into the code and you can, and I was like, if I have to do that for all 200 plugins,
Yeah.
that's like a week's worth of work. Not happening.
That's too much.
Yeah, Cisco products, and then it'll be A10 watts production switches.
That's too much.
Those are what we're looking at right there.
Okay.
So-
it's probably $200.
Yeah, so the one you got, yeah, it's not super expensive. 5 record streams to clean feeds of all inputs, and then you probably have to save it, which is like, not jam, which is what I do.
Mm-hmm.
DVD transitions, webcam, green screen, chroma key, so you can look at the green screen, that can do a lot of stuff.
Right.
It features the routine, see, and that's the thing. So looking at that other one,
This one?
yeah, looking at the one on the right, I'm just like, so hesitant on preset for,
Yeah.
because it's like, it's not needed. And then SDI is specifically a video input, so if
Okay.
you're hardwiring in your cameras, people will still use SDI because it's the same visuals as an HDMI, it's a
Okay.
physical line.
Gotcha.
But you don't have to worry about, HDMI cables being really more finicky than SDI.
Yeah.
So instead of running a Cat6 into a converter, you're just running an SDI cable.
Gotcha.
So what ultimately, like, the difference between, like, the 200 difference between Mini Pro and Mini Pro ISO is when it's done, instead of it being picture-in-picture, when it's saved, she would actually have a full video file.
Mhm.
Every time she hit a button, it would save a transition, so
Yeah.
she could just adjust it. And the audio's already done, and you can separate the audio and the frequency sources.
Okay.
So then she can select what she wants to be loud.
Yeah.
The benefit is the edit, is the finishing end on it. The extreme ISO is 9 cameras, and it's really good, and so like the super source, you're able to do a lot of stuff. Problem is, it's 3 buttons, like, looking at that, it's literally only 3 buttons.
3
So
buttons
that, out of all of that, you would only be using 3 buttons out of all.
which doesn't make sense.
It makes it difficult for me to be like, yo man, you should totally buy $1,300 worth for something you're gonna use a part of the list.
So, with the
So-
Flash Pro ISO do the trick?
No, it would. See, here's the thing. It's the same. You can look at it, the box. It's the exact same box.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
only difference is the software in the box the hardware connects to the software and gives you the ability to isolate and record each separate source individually.
Okay.
So right now, HBO Mini Pro, right now we're getting video and audio source, one video, one audio source, and that's it.
Mhm.
But even though we're getting 3 cameras or 3 computers, and that we're only getting one, that gives us 3 separate files, 3 separate audio sources. So when she goes to edit it, she's able to go, oh, the computer's too loud, turn that down.
Right.
Right now, she can't. So that makes sense to me on that. But when it comes to the transitions, we're looking at what's called super source, which gives you the ability to do image and image and then swap between them.
Yeah. Still the same.
And so yeah, and so like you look up on there, and I'm looking at it now, it's like there's a lot more you can do. Like you can see the preset buttons that are up there. She can set 8 different presets and then adjust between them.
Yeah.
But it's not like it's difficult to be like, yo, that's exactly
So
what
this one has more HDMI.
It's got one. No, it's the same.
It's the
4
same.
in. That 5th one.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Then you got your USB-C goes to the computer.
Yeah.
Your data cable, and then your power, and then your 2 microphones and your whole bridge.
Yeah.
So it's literally the same. Everything.
Yeah, it's the box. Yeah, I'm looking at it. See where it says, even says it right here.
Yeah. Mini Pro. I'm curious. I want to do something on the software because I'm curious if it's got a custom. If it lets me do a custom, you know what I mean? Like you're doing a plug-in, you can kind of do a custom suite.
Right.
See if I can do something like that with this, where I can just create a custom where the downstream key. Okay, here we go.
Oh, shoot.
All right, let's see. think I just figured it out
Okay.
with what we got.
Oh,
I think I just figured it out with what we got.
that
Now,
would,
ultimately, that other one would be amazing.
that would be cool.
All right. Let's see. Live stream mode? What's on the screen? What's the screen capture? The computer screen. So I should say computer mode. Computer. All right. Then we'll record. Computer mode is that. Room mode. Whiteboard. Whiteboard. Moon. So, up, and once this should ultimately switch for us. Okay, so now this should technically, let's run computer. Again, good work. There it is. Now, let's put what whiteboard name. That's good, because we have to do like so many things right now. Good.
You the man. See?
So we're rocking, so ultimately. Right. So this is macros ultimately, so we can create as many as we want.
Right.
If you wanted to have one to where we have another, we could have one set to where this is bigger. So if we wanted to have it to where half the screen is one thing and half the screen is another thing, then we could technically, that's called super source. We would be able to do that, and then we would save it as a macro. I just was not remember. Oh, okay, cool. So we're good. So now at this point, she can come in here and literally just hit computer name. As soon as she plugs it in, micro, the little transition on there. So that if she wants to be able to do that on the other side, you know what I mean? So the question is, if she wants to be in the,
Control it from the panel.
nope, macros can't be controlled from the panel, even on the other one. I can't set macros. Macros are specifically set for live streaming. See what computer name? It automatically transitions everything she needs. It's done. It cannot be controlled on the other side. Even on the other one, macros wise, I can control it from super source,
Yeah.
but I can't control macros because these are used for broadcasting. So they're assuming in broadcasting, there's gonna be a guy behind the chair. The guy behind the chair
Exactly.
is doing this.
What we doing?
100%. And so we could even set it to the point where we import the logo.
Right.
We can put the logo in and have it opening where it's just the logo and have it transition into
Right.
whatever we're doing. Now we actually have
So those will be for your stills, for instance.
however we want to do it. We can do stills, we can do video, and you can have it set now. Where we would set the macro where it starts off with this image and then it transitions into the live.
Mhm.
That's how they do it for movies and stuff. So what we did is just created our own little moves, camera switch. So, and you can do as many as you want. Literally, you have pages. It isn't something that you can do, again, I wish it would. It is not something you can do from the piano. There's just no way to go about it. If she wanted it, I mean, here's the thing, if she wants it that way, that's where it's at. I would still put in a request for the, mini ISO, so she gets separate source for audio.
The 495 one?
Mhm.
That's what I was, well, I can order that now.
Yeah, because that right there gives her the ability in edit post to be able to,
Okay.
every transition, every cut she does automatically is done.
There.
So she's sitting here, it's gonna cut her work down,
Yeah, so I'll order that now.
and then it literally wires,
And
we
just
literally.
plug in the same cable. So it's just the cable swapping out the
It's
cable.
just, that's it.
I mean,
Literally.
swapping out the.
And then ultimately, bro, you could sell that bad boy for a couple $100 all good.
Yeah, I'll
You
buy
could-
it myself.
You ready to go in? You're like, send it up, check it out. Boop, boop, boop. The camera's rotating around.
She's gonna be singing for me, so she can come over and give me courses on it.
I dig it, man. So ultimately, that's where it's at. Like, I wish there was another way, but they have this method. We're getting in broadcasting. They're expecting a guy in the chair.
To do it all.
So like, I'm normally the guy in the chair going, no, I can just do that.
Yeah.
And they're making it easier for that guy, not for.
Not first.
As soon as you get in the broadcast,
No, it's mobile.
I've literally been helping out with them. They're like, yeah, we wanna have as minimum amount of people for live streams. I was like, well, 8 cameras. You want 8 cameras? How many do you want to run? Oh, all right. Okay, how many does you want? We want 2 of them. So we need 2 camera guys, 1 switcher, 1 guy running on it. So that's 4. You want graphics? Yeah. That's 5. What else do you want? Well, we want to kind of cut costs if you can.
Yeah, right.
And especially if they're professional and they know what they're doing, you're gonna do more.
Exactly.
If you got a bunch of volunteers, you're gonna mess this thing up real fast.
Yeah, okay.
So-
Well, I'll order that today, and be here probably next week, so.
Yeah, and then when that comes in, we'll swap it, and then I'll literally set with her and just go. It's right here. It's
Yeah,
where it's at. It's pretty chill.
Okay.
Technically, couldn't she?
I'll have that monitor up here too, by the way.
Technically, if she wanted to, you could have her log in the screen,
Yeah.
and then literally from up front, macro tap.
Yeah.
If it's really that big,
Yeah.
your best bet is screen sharing this to something for her to do.
The one up there, the front.
100%.
So she can just put it up and walk away and do it all.
Exactly. I mean, that's what we're talking about. If it's
Yep, that's it, so it's, yeah.
if it's that needs to be, that would be my best bet.
Yeah.
Because even if you drop the 1,300, it's not gonna get you.
Yeah.
And it's gonna make it.
$500, they're not gonna worry about that.
No. Yeah. So.
When you get $200, $100, that's only $25.
Nah, bro.
$100 back. Yeah.
Oh heck yeah, man. No, people. And the thing is, this stuff is. I was even thinking about it. 10 years ago, we would not have been able to do this at all.
No, no.
This is not big. And I'm looking at tech going, microphones are getting cheaper,
Yeah.
cameras are getting better. Everything's kind of hitting this.
Yeah.
Like, okay, well, what? Because YouTube made the market perfect.
I know. For everybody.
It's like, oh no, professional audio for my YouTube channel. Okay.
Yeah, live streaming and all that stuff.
Dude,
Which people are probably using that on Twitch and everything.
100%. 100%. I had a buddy of mine who just got sent the new Atom was an A7X.
Oh, yeah.
The new
Oh, yeah,
ones?
the new ones? Yeah, the 7X, yeah.
He got, so he just sent it.
Yeah.
Got it for 16 times.
Mhm.
I was like, oh, so we went over and, well, thank you for the donation. We're going to sell it. And they're going to say, yeah, that's totally on him. He's like, I don't know what to buy it. I was just like, we'll give you a cut of what we sell it for.
Yeah, I have them on